Many of us may have good intentions in wanting to move throughout the day, but sometimes we just don't know what to do, or we think we don't have time, or we get bored by doing just like exercises or following some video. There's some very practical things that you can do just with your body weight. This doesn't require any fitness toys or tools or weights or anything. So I want to show you, I'm not sure how many things to do. It's stuff that I do with people, clients, to just get them warmed up, get them grounded, get them connected back to themselves. There's always an opportunity to do that during the day, whether you're sitting or gardening or things are hectic. Just step aside, just clear some space. We're just going to need like 2 feet by 2 feet, just to be with yourself. So bring your feet a little wider than shoulder width. I'm just going to show you. You can follow us along. I'll give you some pointers along the way. So a nice, good little hip hinge. So all movement comes back to the hips. So let's start there. And as you do stuff like this, you start to get a rhythm, a sense of yourself. And it kind of helps to bring a little calmness to you, whatever it is that you're doing. I don't think anybody can argue with a little bit more calmness. And then we're going to switch to feet just still stay. We're going to reach out. So adding a little rotation, keep the knees soft. And I always say a good reach is a great stretch. So think of that in terms of a stretch, not just pointing your arm out there. Make it worth your while. And we're going to keep on the same side. Bend this arm. We're going to do elbow circles going backwards, nice opening up underneath the arm, the armpit, the rib cage. Whole time, knees are soft. And just sensing your breathing, right? You want to make sure that you're easy on your breathing. And then you can let that arm relax. So we're going to do that same thing on the other side. Again, softness. Think of how is your grounding, meaning how are your feet connected to the ground in an obvious way, but that how you feel yourself and you appreciate that, just that kind of that vibe. A rotation is a good little rinse to your body, even down into the ankles. Let's go one more like that. And then we'll do the same thing. We're going to bend that arm, circle backwards. So you get to see what comes up in your body. Maybe you can feel things in your shoulders, and anything that comes up with you overrides what I suggest. You pay attention to you. All right, so let's go down to the legs a little bit more. If you just take your arms, just kind of relaxing them here. I'm going to show you from the side. So if you stand tall, you're going to hinge, and then you're bending your knees and pushing back. So a lot of things are happening here that you may not consider. Your hips, your ankles, they're both compressing. And then we get some attentive leg strength. You're not just habitually pushing yourself up. And just notice what happens with your feet when you do this. Your toes, can they relax? How's your posture? And let's go one more. All right, coming back to center, we're going to start with the left leg going forward, a split stance. Lots of things you can do in a split stance. Fingertips together, lean back on the back leg, and then think of the arms as like 4 and 8 o'clock, and then returning. So the back heel comes off, gives you a little bit more availability of movement. You get that balance challenge by going back and forth. Just, this is more about tuning into yourself versus getting anything done. And then when we're done, feeling good. One more. All right, so we're staying here. We're staying with the feet down, softness in your knees, and we're gently twisting the body. So you may feel easier on one side and, not as easy. And that's okay because of the split stance. But regardless, Think you're standing tall, not in a rigid way, but in a lifting up way. Let's do one more. Okay, so we're going to split the stance the other way. We'll do the same thing here. Lean back on that back leg. Come off. Open the arms. And then return. So we've got a rhythm, right? A rhythm of movement. There's a lot of things going on here, even though it looks simple. Appreciate your rhythm. Opening up. Nothing wrong with opening up. Opening up muscles, joints, your mind, your headspace, your breathing. Usually feels pretty good. And then we'll land on the foot in the back, and we're doing the same thing. We're going to get a rotation. So keeping the knees soft, keeping the neck relaxed. Just noticing the difference in your turns without judgment, without trying to showcase your strengths or saying, oh, it feels better on that side. Both sides matter. One more time. All right, we're going to take a little bit of super wide here. Arms are right in front of you, so we're going to start with the knees pretty straight. We're going to reach through, bend, and then we're coming right back up. So it's the legs pushing you up. The arms are just following the pattern because they're attached. People ask me, well, where should the inhale be, the exhale be? In my terms, inhaling as you're coming away from the body, right there. Exhaling as you go back. Breathe in. 2 more. And then the next one is soft fist. You're going to pull your arms back. Let me show you. You're going to lean into one leg, tap, go back. So a little bit of coordination, timing, rhythm, feeling, just always kind of treating anything that you're doing with just your body as a good little learning about yourself. One more. We're going to stay when we go on that one more. So you've got 1.5 feet. We're going to turn and reach. Remember I said a good reach is a great stretch? So feel that in that stretching arm, but also in the root of where it's coming from. Like where's your arm rooted into your shoulder, into the rib cage, into that trunk and torso space. One more, good little balance as well. All right, so we're going to start off wide here. We're going to go tapping over here, but we're going to do a little bit of a different thing here. We're going to go up, back. So sometimes I just like to mix things up because our brain is predicting, well, let's do that because we did it on the other side, but that's not, life isn't like we do evenness, right? Life isn't even, be odd. Well, let's do 2 more. And we'll do the same thing as we did on the other side. We're going to stay put, and we're going to do the same exact move. So here you are. Find your space. We're going to reach. Stretching moves. That's what I call these, stretching moves. It's kind of like a stretch strength. People often say, I don't stretch enough. Well, consider these are stretching moves. One more. Okay, and then let's just come back. We're just doing one more thing. Knees are soft. You're going to roll your shoulders back. So relax your jaw that your teeth are not touching. Let your arms just hang. So you're not trying to move your arms, just let them hang. Breathing. And then we're going to end how I end every one of my sessions, which is a reaching up. Down you go. Let yourself hang. slowly rolling up, couple vertebrae at a time. Your head is being the last to come up. And so maybe that'll help you feel good